Hi there, thank you so much for joining me today. This video is going to be an Empties video for the month of February, and an Empties video is an opportunity for me to go through all of the beauty products I've used up over the course of the month, and I tell you if it's something I like and I would repurchase, or if it's something I think you should try. I just give you a full review on it since I've used up the entire thing. I have a pretty good idea of whether or not it works, and like always, I'm going to dump everything out of my little basket here, and I'm going to sort it into categories so I can go makeup, skincare, hair care, body care, miscellaneous, and things like that. So I'm just gonna get started. Let's go. I'm going to start with makeup because that's always my favorite part of an Empties video. The first product I'm going to talk about is the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible. I'm in the shade 102 Shell Beige. That's technically not my shade. This was actually a little bit too deep for me, and it's a little bit more cool tone than what I prefer, so I mixed this in with a more yellow tone foundation and it worked fine for that. On its own, it was really nice. It had a nice demi-matte finish. It had a decent amount of coverage. If this was a cruelty-free brand, I would definitely repurchase. The next product I have is the Essence Make Me Brow Gel, and I was in the shade Soft Brownie Brows, which is number 3. I loved the shape and size of the wand. It's a little tiny spoolie, so it goes really nicely into your brows. It also had little fibers in it and a little bit of a tint, so it was really great to fill in those sparse areas on your brows. Good product, relatively affordable. I think it was like $3 or $4. Would definitely repurchase. And I'm using the Jordana Brow Gel right now, and it doesn't even hold a candle to this, so I'm definitely going to buy this again in the future. The next product I have is the IT Cosmetics Lip Vitality Flush in the shade Je ne sais quoi, and if you can see, I've actually dug into it. Like, there is no product left in this. I love this. I've definitely already repurchased it. It was a really great velvety, thicker lip balm that had a color changing property to it. So once you put on your lips, it would turn into like a pinky purpley color. Really beautiful. I think that it has other shades within this range too. I repurchased another one in Je ne sais quoi, but I'm curious to try the other shades that they have. I just really like the formula. It's $20, so it's definitely one of those more splurgy items, but I think it's worth it, and I've already repurchased it. And the last makeup product I have is the Kevyn Aucoin Candlelight Highlighter. I had the teeniest bit of this left in my makeup basket that I just put up earlier this month, and it is now gone. This was an incredibly powdery formula, so I feel like I went through this very quickly. I will actually be talking about it in my next How Long Does It Take to Use Up Makeup video, because I did track how many times I used it. You have to be careful that you're not just wasting a ton of product, because I think this was like $44 full price. Pretty sure I got this on sale, like maybe 20 or 30% off of that, but that's still expensive for what, 3.1 grams, 0.11 ounces. You don't get a lot of product in here. It was a beautiful everyday shade, really nice on the cheeks. I think it would work for anyone of any age because it doesn't illuminate any weird texture or anything you have on your skin. So I think it's really pretty and definitely wonderful for every day. But the Hard Candy bronzer in the shade Tiki is basically the same, and so that one I would probably repurchase over this because it's a lot more affordable. I actually just talked about this in my most recent dupes video as well. Now on to skincare. I have 2 makeup removing products. I have the Ulta Beauty Fresh Face Micellar Cleansing Water with micellar technology. I don't know what that means. I talked about this in my best and worst micellar water video, so if you want a full review, I'll link that one above. This was a product that was half water, half oil, or half liquid, half oil, so you had to shake it up in order to use it, and I liked it well enough. I didn't like it on my eyes, kind of stung my eyes, so I won't repurchase. I have other micellar waters that I prefer over this. And the next thing I have are the Kat Von D Unlock It Makeup Remover Wipes. It's like $10 for one of these, and it's 30 wipes. I got it during the VIP sale, so I got 20% off. But they're just more expensive than they need to be, and I don't think they were that great. They kind of burned my eyes too. I do have a video about the best and worst affordable cruelty-free makeup remover wipes, so I'll link that above with some better recommendations than this one. I have a face cream here. It's the Pacifica Coconut Probiotic Water Rehab Cream. This was like $16, and it is vegan and cruelty-free, and it was nice. It definitely reminds me of the Hangover Primer from Too Faced. Not the same because this one's a little bit thicker. It's a little bit more of a heavier formula, I guess. The Too Faced Hangover Primer really sinks into the skin. This one is, I would say, just as moisturizing, but it just has a different feel on the skin. And I wouldn't repurchase this. It wasn't moisturizing enough for me to use as an actual cream, and I don't need a really thick moisturizing primer, you know what I mean? It just it doesn't really fit anywhere in my skincare routine, so I won't repurchase this one, even though it did smell nice and it was nice to use at the time. I have some mini Bite Beauty products. This is the Bite Beauty Agave Sugar Lip Scrub, and this one was the Agave Lip Mask. And I got these in a little set along with a mini lip balm from Bite Beauty, but I used that one up a long time ago. These ones are finally done. I like to use a lip scrub and then use a moisturizing lip balm on top of it to prep my lips for liquid lipstick. I wasn't a fan of the lip scrub only because I don't like the smell of it. I mentioned it in my Sephora haul video where I hauled this. It smells like panettone, and I don't like panettone, which is like a sweet dessert bread, and I don't like that, and I don't like the smell of it, so this one, I just didn't like it because of the smell. It worked really nicely. It's definitely one of the first pot scrubs I've ever used. I usually use the e.l.f. lip scrub that's kind of in a lipstick bullet form, and I just prefer that method over using a pot, so I probably won't repurchase this. It was a good quality scrub. If the smell doesn't bother you, I recommend it, but I wouldn't repurchase it for that reason. And the same with the Bite Beauty lip mask. This was a very thick and moisturizing lip mask. It was really great to use overnight, and I definitely enjoyed using it. However, it has a sweet smell and taste, and I just don't like that in lip balms, lip products, so I won't repurchase this anyway. I have a Tarte Maracuja oil. It's a little mini size. I used to love using this on my face, and now I think it's just a little bit too heavy. I've replaced this with the Ordinary's rosehip seed oil. I prefer that. This was good. I ended up using it on my elbows towards the end because it was a little bit older and I didn't want to use it on my face anymore. So it was good. I would repurchase the Ordinary rosehip seed oil over this though. And the last skincare product I have is the Alia Skin Pink Perfect Australian Pink Clay Mask. This was actually sent in PR a couple months back, and I've actually used up the entire thing. It was a pink clay mask, and the consistency of this was different from other clay masks that I've used. The consistency of this is kind of like Philadelphia cream cheese, and I hope that doesn't gross you out. I'm just trying to give you an idea of how it feels. It was a very thick and creamy mask. It was nice to use. This says that it detoxifies and brightens, and I definitely agree with that. This is a really light pink color, and you put it on your face, and as it dries it kind of gets hard, and then you rinse it off with warm water and a washcloth. I kept the box because there's some pretty nutty ingredients in here, and I kind of wanted to share those with you. So it has Australian pink clay and bentonite, which you guys know I really like in the Aztec clay mask, so I like bentonite. It has aloe vera, vitamin A, vitamin E. It has witch hazel, but it also has something called old man's weed. What is that? Please let me know what that is. I want to know what I smeared all over my face. Full price, this is around $40, but they have a 2-pack. You can get 2 full sizes for $60, and then I have a 10% off coupon that I'll link below. It's not an affiliate code. I don't make any money from it. It's just a discount code. I probably would repurchase this at some point in the future, and when I do, I'll probably get the 2-pack and then use the discount code. If I'm doing the math correctly, if you get 2 of these for $60 and then you get 10% off using the discount code, I think that brings it down from $40 to $27 per jar. I'm pretty sure that's the right math. Which is a pretty good deal. You save like $13 per jar. This surprised me. This actually worked a lot more nicely than I thought it would, and it's also vegan and cruelty-free, which I'm a big fan of, so I would definitely buy this again. I just realized I have 2 deodorants in here, and it's the Meow Meow Tweet Deodorant Cream in grapefruit and the native deodorant in rose and magnolia. I talked about these in my last Empties video, so I don't know why they're still in my basket. I do want to keep the containers because I want to try to make my own deodorant, so I wanted to have containers to put it in. But if you didn't watch last month's video, I have already repurchased the native deodorant. I just got it in a different scent. I would not repurchase the Meow Meow Tweet one. I have a little perfume sample here that really stood out to me. This is the Jo Malone English Pear and Freesia. I really liked this one. This is one of those perfumes that you only need 1 or 2 spritzes and it lasts all day. I don't think this is a cruelty-free brand, and also it's incredibly expensive, so even if it was, I probably wouldn't buy like a full size of this, but it was just really nice. If you can get your hands on these little Jo Malone samples, I would definitely recommend it. This lasted me like 2 weeks. I have a hand cream from Soap & Glory. This is their hand food. I think this is the original pink scent. This was nice. I like the smell. This isn't the most moisturizing hand cream I've ever used. It kind of came in like a little sample pack a little while back, and I just used it up now. I probably wouldn't repurchase this. I have a body wash from The Body Shop. This is the Fuji Green Tea Shower Gel. And I got a bunch of these on sale during Black Friday, so I think they were like half off, so I think I maybe paid like $5 for this. And I don't think I would pay full price for these. I have a bunch more. I'm using a blueberry one right now. I definitely prefer the blueberry scent over the Fuji green tea scent. I don't think I would repurchase these, honestly. I'm just curious to try other cruelty-free body washes out there. So these ones were okay. They had enough like suds to them that I could wash my whole body with it, but they weren't mind-blowing, you know? If you have any recommendations for like really luxurious and nice body washes that are cruelty-free, please let me know. I'm kind of in the market to try some other ones out. And my very last product is the Redken Hair Cleansing Cream Shampoo. I have a big container of it. It took me a long time, probably almost 2 years to use up this whole thing. It's a clarifying shampoo, so don't let the cleansing cream part fool you. It's not creamy, it's not moisturizing, it's clarifying, and it definitely does the job to the point where it kind of dries out your hair a little bit, but I feel like all clarifying shampoos do that, don't they? So I can't really blame that for it. It was relatively affordable to get the big one. I have this, and then I have a smaller version of the same product, and for years all I did was just pour from the big container into the little guy. So I still have a full size of the smaller container in my shower, but I just didn't want to keep this giant thing in my shower. I wouldn't repurchase this. I don't think Redken is cruelty-free, and I'm trying other clarifying shampoos and liking them more than this one. This was okay. It was a good run-of-the-mill clarifying shampoo, but I don't think it was amazing, and I definitely think it dried out my hair a lot. And those are all the empties I have for this month. I really hope you enjoyed this video. In the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!